Hi, boys, and welcome to Thursday, March 4th. Let's start our day in prayer. 2 little eyes to look to God, 2 little ears to hear his word, 2 little feet to walk in his way, hands to serve him all of my day. Amen. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Now we're here, we'll have some fun. First, we'll stretch. Touch our toes, clap our hands, and then who knows? Welcome, welcome everyone. Now we're here, we'll have some fun. All right, so let's jump into this Thursday. We're gonna practice some cutting. So you're gonna need this piece of paper, and we're gonna cut that piece of paper, or actually fold that piece of paper in half. And then we're gonna do some cutting. We also have some sequencing to do. We're going to cut out these clovers with little bugs, and we're going to put them in order from tallest to shortest. And we're going to actually, after we cut them, we're going to glue them in here. And then this is going to be our cut grass, because we're going to cut the grass. We're going to work on color the pictures that are different. So we're going to talk about each row and how these pictures are like and different. And I'm going to read you one of my favorite books. I know that Mommy likes this author as I do. It's Peter Reynolds, and he has written the book The Dot, The Ish. I've read a couple. The new one that just came out, I think it's Be Kind. Oh, Be You. Be You. Super fun book. I think I might have even read that to you. But today I'm going to read The Happy Dreamer. I love how he illustrates, which means draws pictures, how his pictures look in the book. And here he is. Here's the author of the book. There's a picture of him. And then there's a little information about the author. And he just writes some super fun and uplifting books that make you think about how people are different, how people are the same, and how it's very important to have kindness in our heart and acceptance in our heart. So I'm super excited to read that book. All right, so let's jump in. Let's do our first worksheet. Color the picture that is different. So we're usually crossing out the picture or finding the picture that's different and kind of ignoring that, but we are coloring the picture that's different. So I'm going to underline different. So we look at that word different, and I'm going to put my name on the top, and I'm going to ask you to look at the first row. So I see a basketball, a soccer ball, and a basketball. So in this picture, in this row, the picture that's different would be the soccer ball. So it's asking us to color the picture that is different. So I'm going to color the picture that's different. And it doesn't really matter what color it is. We're just going to color that picture in. That's different. All right, and let's move down to the next row. This is a little trickier because they're all rocking horses, but, well, they're all rockers. You see 2 horses here, and this looks like a little teddy bear rocker. So we're coloring the picture that's different. So let's go down to that next picture, and I'm going to get my brown out because I'm going to make a brown bear. A brown rocking bear. Because remember, we're coloring the picture that's different. All right, and you're going to continue to do the same down here. Which shell is different, which shoe is different, which clock is different, and which fruit is different. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to do them in each row. So go ahead. I'm going to do mine. You do yours. And we'll see if we come up with the same answers at the end. And remember, you're coloring in the picture. You're coloring in the one that is different. So we're not looking for the 2 that are the same. We're looking for the one that's different, and we're coloring it in. I remember when Madeline and Matthew were little, there was this show, I think it's Fraggle Rock. I think maybe. I don't know if you guys know what that is. But they used to have this song, and it was, they were little bunnies, little puppet bunnies. And the song was, "We are different, we are different." And it was a really funny song. So when I talk about things being different, I always think of that Fraggle Rock song. Maybe Mommy and Daddy can find it and play it for you. I think it's definitely they're puppets, but I don't know if they're the Muppets. But yeah, Maddie had that. Oh my gosh, she played that so many times, boys. But it's a fun video. I don't think I have it anymore. But it's good music. It's fun music. All right, so I have finished coloring mine. I found the things that are different in each row. So we look at our shell and we see these two look like a fan, and this one's different, and we have really cool shoes with, it looks like lightning bolts on them. And then this shoe just has a circle like a Converse sneaker. So these are the same. This is the one that's different. We have alarm clocks here that show the time in numbers with the hands pointing to the numbers. And then this is a digital alarm clock, so that's what's different. And we have two apples here, so what's different is the banana. So good job. If you didn't quite finish that up, you can do that in a little while. All right, so our piece of paper that I gave you to cut. Now, please listen to these directions. Okay, we're going to take that piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half. And half of it we're going to cut and half of it we're not. So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut, see that line, the folded line? We're going to cut right up to the fold, and we're going to stop at the fold. And we're going to make grass. So we're going to try to get those blades, the grass blades, as close to each other as possible. Okay, so as close to each other as possible. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. And we're only going up to where we folded our paper. And we're going to do that all the way across. It's going to take a little bit of time because we want to get them close together. We want it to look like real grass. So we don't want to have a big gap in between what we're cutting. And just do your best. Okay, so again, this is what it's going to look like when you're cutting. All right, and it's really, if you stood it up, it would look like grass. You're going to keep going. And remember, you're only doing half of it because the second half, we're going to put this aside when we're done cutting. And we're going to take our clovers out, we're going to cut them, and we're going to put them in order. And we're going to start with the tallest to the shortest. I started on both sides. You don't have to do that. I'm going to keep cutting. It's a lot of cutting, so cutting. So you could take a little break if you need to. Put your scissors down and wiggle those fingers. When you were in my class on Monday and we were cutting the words to what plants need to grow, I noticed what a great job you did cutting. And did you notice that even though you're twins, the thing that's great is You're alike in so many ways, and you're different in so many ways. Graham cuts with his left hand, and Oliver cuts with his right hand. All right, so this is what it's going to look like when you're done. And you're just going to put that aside. And then we're going to hop over to our shamrocks that are growing. And we are going to cut on this line. And when we're done, we're going to have 4 different size shamrocks. All right, so, and then if you have extra, you're going to just cut along this line. I'm pretty sure I cut these out like this. I didn't just give you the whole paper, but you never know with Miss Sheila. You just never know. All right, so when we're done, this is what we have. And we have 4 different sizes. So I'm going to ask you to pick out the tallest. All right, so the tallest, this is the really long one, the tallest. And on the back here, your fringe is this way. You're going to start and put your tallest, and you're going to glue it right like this. So it's going to be on the inside of the part that you did not cut. Okay, so that's when we're going to start with the tallest. Then we're going to decide, and there's 3 left, and we're going to decide which one comes next. Out of these 3, which one is the tallest? And we're going to find that one, and we're going to glue that the same way that we glued the first one. Like this. Then with the 2 left, we're going to decide which one is the tallest out of these 2. And we're going to glue that one on. So this is what it looks like so far. Okay, and then we have that one left, so we kind of figured that that was the shortest. And we're going to glue that one on here like this. Okay, so that's what this is going to look like. Now, I'm going to ask you to take your glue stick, and you're going to put glue all the way down on the fold. So I'm going to try to do it so that you can see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to put glue. See that bit of glue? It goes all the way across here. And then I'm going to ask you to put your glue, to put your grass on the glue. So you're going to have a couple areas that might not be sticking, but you can always go back. But you're going to put your glue stick, your glue right on this. All right, and you're still going to have some that are hanging out. Then you're going to go back and kind of bend it so it looks like real grass. Okay, so it's going to look like a garden. You cut it out. You glued your shamrocks in, starting with the tallest to the shortest. And then when that's done, you can go back with your crayon or your marker, and you can color in, when it's coloring time, you can color in your shamrocks. Now, if you want to get silly, even though we know that shamrocks or clovers are green, you can decide to make your garden all different colors. And like I always say, it's your creation. So unless your kindergarten teacher tells you next year to use a special color, if she tells you, you know, I want you to pick the green color, or I want you to do yellow. If she says, you know, do your own creation, do your own thing, you can go ahead, as long as it's okay, it's part of the direction, you can go ahead and do your own design. So that's what your project's gonna look like. We're gonna practice cutting. We made grass. Then we glued our shamrocks from tallest to shortest in here. Then we put some glue all the way down here and we glued that grass in. So it looks like the shamrocks are growing out of the grass. All right, great job with that. That's a fun craft. All right, so Happy Dreamer. Happy Dreamer. Let's see what's going on with our Happy Dreamer. I am a happy dreamer. I'm really good at dreaming. Daydreams, big dreams, little dreams, creative dreams. I'm the dreamer Maximus. Sometimes the world tells me, sit still, be quiet, pay attention, focus. But my dreams have a mind of their own. Sometimes when my mind just takes flight and I hear the beat and I gotta move. Then I hear another and another and I'm moving. Wish you could hear inside my head the trumpets going zigzag jazz. Sometimes I'm a quiet dreamer. When I make time to stay still and I hear myself think and I let go and I see what takes shape. Do you see that? Looking at the clouds, do you see that? Quiet dreamer. Sometimes I'm a swing high dreamer, way up high, beyond the clouds, so high I could touch the sky. I can also be a loud dreamer. Hello, world. I'm a shout out the top of my lungs dreamer, even if I'm just a loud inside my head dreamer. Sometimes I'm a colorful dreamer, painting my own path full of surprises at every turn. I can dream even when the lights are out. All circuits on, fireworks. I light up. I'm all ears, eyes, heart, and mind. I have so many dreams, it can get messy, like a creative chaos. Cleaning up hides my treasures. If you make me, I'll put away my things, but then there's less of me to show. These are the moments I feel alone. I feel boxed in. And yet, I always find a way back, plunging into an amazing, delightful, happy dream. I'm really good at being me. A dreamer, surprising, caring, funny, gentle, smart. And when I tumble back to earth, I know I'm okay. Dreamers have a way of bouncing back and moving forward. There are so many ways to be a happy dreamer. What kind of dreamer are you? Look at all these ways to dream. But the best way to be a happy dreamer is to just be you, which is why this book is dedicated to you. Yes, you. Here's all the ways we can dream. The end. And it takes us back to our author, who is the writer of the story. And you know what is fun about this book is it talks about the things we can dream about. It doesn't have to be when we're asleep. We can daydream, and that's when we lay back and we kind of look at the clouds. We're a quiet dreamer, and we think of all the shapes the clouds look like. They could be a pumpkin or a horse or a pirate ship. They're the fun things that we can do a little bit of daydreaming. It's time for work, but there's always time for dreaming and play and imagination. We just have to we get to balance it. We have to make sure we have a time to learn, a time to be serious and do our work, and then a time to have fun and to dream. All right, so awesome job on this Thursday, boys. I will see you on Friday. Can you believe it's the first week of March? It's already gone like that. Before you know it, that pool's going to be open and you're going to be swimming. I'm so excited, and the germs are going to go away, and we're all going to get to have fun and hang out together. So I'm really looking forward to that. All right, so there's our craft, our cutting exercise today. And then we found the pictures that were different. And, okay. Tomorrow we are going to paint with green. We have a scholastic lesson, and we are going to decorate a clover with some pretty cool, I have some beads and some gems, and really fun. They're kind of like foil, glitzy looking clovers. So that's all in your packet. So keep up the good work. I'm super proud of you, and I'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Bye, boys.